Welcome. I am Tom West, your Master Black Belt guide. You've arrived at Learn Lean Six Sigma in your sleep. Whether you're lying in bed taking a break or simply giving your mind a moment to rest, this time is for you, a space to unwind while gently feeding your curiosity. Before we begin, take a moment to get comfortable. If you're sitting, place both feet on the ground. If you're lying down, let your shoulders sink into the surface beneath you. Notice the quiet support that's already there. Let's start by taking a few relaxing breaths. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, counting to 1, 2, 3, and slowly exhale through your mouth, making sure your breath out is longer than your inhale. Let's do that again. Inhale deeply, feeling your chest and belly rise, counting to 1, 2, 3, and exhale through your mouth, with a rapid breath releasing any tension you might be carrying. One more time. Breathe in slowly. Let that breath fill every corner of your body. And as you exhale, imagine turning the page in a notebook to a blank piece of paper. Quietly say to yourself, I am eager to learn. Each breath settles you further into a calm, receptive space, a place where new ideas can quietly take root. You don't need to stay alert. You don't need to take notes. You don't even need to remember everything you hear. Just listen. Let the rhythm of the words guide you into a gentle flow of understanding. Over the next hour, we'll explore the foundations of Lean Six Sigma. We will learn to embrace the mindset and methods that help people and organizations work smarter, simplify complexity, and create value with purpose. You might notice patterns in your own world as you listen, moments where processes could flow more smoothly, or where small changes could make a big difference. The more often you listen to this video, or others in this series, the more your mind will absorb the principles of improvement. Repeated exposure can quietly shift the way you see processes, helping you develop a natural improvement mindset that stays with you in daily life and work. That's the beauty of Lean Six Sigma. It doesn't just live in factories or boardrooms. It lives in how we think, how we organize our days, how we solve problems, and how we treat the people we work with. So for now, breathe easily. Let your body rest and your mind open. We'll begin our journey together, the story of how curiosity, respect, and learning became the foundation for one of the world's most powerful improvement movements. Every great journey begins with a question. For Lean and Six Sigma, that question was simple: how can work be done better? And yet, the answer would take decades to unfold. Let us travel back in time to the decades after World War II. In Japan, the country was rebuilding. Resources were scarce, yet the people were full of determination. Companies like Toyota faced immense challenges. How to produce more with less, while still delivering quality that would earn the trust of customers. Out of this necessity arose a philosophy that would change manufacturing forever: the Toyota production system, the foundation of what we now call lean thinking. Lean is a way of thinking about work, value, and waste. It is not just a set of tools, though they exist. It is a mindset to respect the people doing the work and to eliminate anything that does not add value to the customer. Picture a factory floor. Imagine the machines moving smoothly, parts flowing along the line, each worker performing tasks with clarity, without frustration. This vision of flow, efficiency, and purpose is the essence of Lean. Now, let us travel across the ocean to the United States in the 1980s. Companies like Motorola were facing a different challenge. Products reaching the customer were inconsistent, sometimes defective. Customers expected perfection, and a single error could cost both money and trust. Motorola's engineers asked themselves, how can we reduce variation and improve quality reliability? Their answer was Six Sigma, a rigorous, data-driven approach designed to reduce defects and achieve near-perfect processes. Where Lean focuses on flow and speed, Six Sigma focuses on precision and consistency. Where Lean asks, how can we eliminate waste? Six Sigma asks, how can we reduce variation? Two philosophies, born in different places, for different reasons, yet together they complement one another beautifully. Lean Six Sigma is more than a combination of tools. It is the meeting of human insight and analytical rigor. It is the belief that all processes can improve, and that improvement is best achieved when both flow and quality are considered as you listen. Imagine the worlds these pioneers lived in, the resourceful engineers of post-war Japan, the data-focused problem solvers in 1980s America. Notice how their curiosity, observation, and care created principles that continue to guide organizations today. And remember, the more you revisit these stories, the more your mind absorbs the philosophy behind them. Lean Six Sigma isn't just a method to memorize. It is a mindset to cultivate, one that grows each time you listen, each time you reflect, and each time you notice opportunities for improvement in your own life. Now, let your attention gently return to your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the steady rhythm that anchors you. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it for a moment, and then exhale, slowly releasing any tension, letting your body soften. As you continue to breathe slowly and easily, allow the ideas of flow, of precision, of value to settle quietly in your mind, like leaves floating on a calm stream. You may notice small insights, gentle observations about work, life, or the processes around you. There is no need to grasp them. Just let them rest there, softly, naturally, and ready to be explored further in the next section as we explore the DNA of continuous improvement. Continuous improvement, as we have already explored, is more than just a set of tools. It is the lifeblood of organizations and the heartbeat of meaningful work. Imagine a workplace, or even your own day-to-day tasks. Everything flows, yet there are small ripples, small inefficiencies, small opportunities for change. Continuous improvement begins by noticing those ripples and asking softly, how can this be better? At the heart of continuous improvement is a simple truth. Every process, every task, every system can improve. No matter how well it seems to work today, Lean Six Sigma gives us a framework, a gentle structure to guide our curiosity, to turn questions into insights and insights into meaningful action. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Each step is a calm, deliberate movement, a rhythm that takes us from uncertainty to understanding. First, define. Notice the problem clearly, understand the impact, and frame it in a way that allows change to happen. Then, measure, gather information, quietly observe what is happening, collect data not to judge, but to understand the patterns, the variations, the flow of the process itself. Next, analyze. Look for root causes, not the symptoms, but the underlying reasons. Notice correlations, trends, subtle clues, like a detective calmly piecing together a story. Then improve, explore solutions with care, small experiments, gentle adjustments, improvements that can be tested and refined. Finally, control. Ensure the gains last Set up gentle reminders, routines, and simple systems so that the process continues to flow and the improvement becomes part of the fabric of daily work. Continuous improvement is not only methodical, it is also a mindset, a way of thinking, a way of seeing the world, where small, thoughtful changes accumulate, turning ordinary work into extraordinary results. As you listen, imagine your own day, your own processes. Notice the small ripples, the small opportunities. There is no rush, no pressure, just awareness, curiosity, and gentle observation. Breathe in slowly and exhale, allowing the idea of improvement, the DNA of continuous improvement, to settle quietly in your mind. Lean thinking is a way of seeing the world, a philosophy, a lens through which we can notice value, waste, and opportunity. At its heart, lean begins with respect for people. It trusts the people doing the work, the ones closest to the process, to observe, to understand, and to improve. Lean also focuses relentlessly on value, not just what is convenient, not just what looks productive, but what the customer truly needs, what the customer truly values. Every activity in a process can be thought of as one of three types. First, value added. This is the work that directly transforms something for the customer. Every action that moves the process forward, every step that the customer would willingly pay for. Second, non-value added but necessary. Work that doesn't directly add value, but must happen for legal, safety, or compliance reasons. And third, pure waste. Anything that consumes time or resources without creating value. These are the things Lean asks us to gently see, not to blame, not to criticize, but to remove thoughtfully, one step at a time. To help see waste clearly, Lean provides simple yet powerful tools. Tools like 5S sort, set and order, shine, standardize, sustain. They are not just about organizing spaces. They are about creating an environment where problems cannot hide, where issues become visible, and improvement becomes possible. Lean also encourages us to observe and understand the work itself, not how we think it happens, not how it is supposed to happen, but how it truly flows. Think of Lean as a mindset, a quiet awareness, a constant curiosity about what adds value and what can be improved. Now, imagine your own workspace, your own daily routine. Notice where things flow smoothly. Notice where there are small delays, friction, wasted effort. There is no judgment, only observation, only awareness. Lean is not a checklist. It is not a program you run for a few months. It is not about eliminating people. It is not about overloading workers with rules. Lean is a way of seeing, a philosophy that combines respect for people, a relentless focus on value, and a curiosity to improve small step by small step. Breathe in slowly and exhale. Allow these ideas to settle quietly in your mind. The philosophy of Lean, its simplicity, and its clarity, ready to guide you gently into the next ideas we will explore. Improvement rarely happens alone. Even the most skilled individual cannot change a process by themselves. True improvement flows through teams, groups of people, each contributing their knowledge, their perspective, their curiosity. Imagine a team working together on a process. Each person has a role, a responsibility. Each person brings a unique viewpoint. Together, they form a living, breathing system of collaboration. In Lean Six Sigma, roles are clearly defined, but their purpose is not to constrain, it is to guide, support. and enable success. Consider the yellow belt, the learner, the participant. They understand the basics. They contribute to projects. They ask questions and observe. Then the green belt, the project leader for smaller initiatives. They collect and analyze data, guide improvements, and help others see what is happening in the process. The black belt takes a broader view, leading complex projects, coaching teams, applying advanced tools, bringing rigor and structure, champions and sponsors, provide direction, remove barriers, support the team in achieving meaningful change, and finally, the process owners, the quiet stewards, the ones who keep improvements alive long after the project ends. They ensure the gains are sustained and the processes continue to flow. A strong team balances structure and trust. Rules guide, but do not confine. Roles clarify, but do not dominate. Respect and psychological safety allow curiosity to thrive. Imagine this team in action, observing a process, noticing waste, asking questions, collaborating, experimenting, learning, refining, each member contributing their insight, each improvement building quietly, steadily over time. Teamwork and improvement is dynamic. Sometimes the group moves slowly, testing small changes. Sometimes energy surges as insight leads to rapid adjustments. Patience and persistence guide the rhythm. Each success, no matter how small, reinforcing trust and capability. As you listen, consider the teams in your own world. Notice how collaboration unfolds. Notice the flow of ideas, the quiet coordination. Imagine how small, thoughtful contributions can create meaningful change. Breathe in and exhale. Allow the concept of teamwork, of shared improvement, to settle gently into your mind. Improvement begins with listening, and listening begins with the voice of the customer, the quiet signals, the subtle needs, the hopes and expectations of those we serve. Every process, every task, every interaction is connected to someone who experiences it, a patient, a client, a colleague, a neighbor, and their experience holds the clues to what matters most. The voice of the customer, or VOC, helps us translate these experiences into measurable indicators. These are often called CTQs, critical to quality. They show us what truly creates value and what wastes time, energy, or resources. Imagine a hospital. A patient arrives, anxious and tired. They want to feel cared for, safe, and heard. The VOC might highlight waiting time as critical, or clear communication as essential. From these insights, we define CTQs. Time from check-in to nurse, accuracy of medication, clarity of discharge instructions. Or a bakery. Customers crave fresh bread every morning. Their VOC might reveal the importance of aroma, consistency, and timing. And we translate these desires into measurable CTQs, oven to shelf time under 30 minutes, weight and texture consistency, temperature on delivery. Measuring what matters is about listening first, understanding the experience, and then observing the process to see how well it meets those needs. Lean Six Sigma provides gentle, simple tools to capture these measures, histograms of control charts, process capability. They allow us to see patterns, distinguish normal variation from unusual events, and ensure our improvements are aligned with what the customer values most. Imagine yourself quietly observing, noticing the flow, recording the measurements, seeing how small changes ripple through the system, all while keeping the customer's voice as your guide. There is no rush, no pressure, only awareness, curiosity, and gentle observation. Each measurement a soft beacon, guiding you toward improvements that truly matter. Take a slow, deep breath in and exhale. Let the voice of the customer and the idea of measuring what matters settle gently in your mind like pebbles resting on a calm riverbed. Remember, listening, reflecting, and repeated exposure quietly strengthen your improvement mindset and help you naturally notice what creates the greatest value. Remember, Lean and Six Sigma are not just tools, they are ways of thinking, ways of seeing how work flows and how value is created. When applied thoughtfully, they bring clarity, they create focus, and they help organizations use resources wisely. Lean improves flow. It identifies and removes waste. Anything that does not add value. This can be excess motion, waiting unnecessary steps, or even cluttered information. By removing waste, processes become smoother. Teams can work with less frustration, and customers receive value faster. Six Sigma contributes precision. It reduces variation, ensures consistency, and helps deliver products or services the way customers expect. Fewer defects, fewer errors, more reliable outcomes, and greater trust from customers. Together, Lean and Six Sigma create a powerful synergy: flow and consistency, speed and quality. Waste is reduced, variation is controlled, and value rises quietly, steadily throughout the organization. Imagine a hospital applying these principles. Patients experience shorter waits, medications are delivered accurately, staff feel less stress and more confidence, and the hospital can care for more people more safely, more effectively. Or a bakery. The dough flows smoothly through each step. Baked goods reach shelves consistently and on time. Customers are delighted, and employees enjoy predictable, smoother work. Lean and Six Sigma also contribute value in ways that are not immediately seen. They build a culture of continuous improvement, they encourage collaboration, they create shared understanding and trust, and they give employees the confidence to spot problems and make improvements that matter. This value is cumulative. Small, thoughtful improvements layered over time create significant impact financially, operationally, and emotionally. Take a slow, deep breath in and exhale. Allow the ideas of flow, consistency, and continuous improvement to settle gently in your mind as a quiet ripple spreading through the organization. Lean and Six Sigma create value not by magic, but by deliberate observation, reflection, and action. A rhythm that any organization can adopt and that any person can practice in their work. Leading Lean and Six Sigma is not about authority. It is about influence, about guiding others through observation, insight, and thoughtful action. Your role is both practical and mindful. Practical, in the sense that you help teams define problems, collect and analyze data, design and test solutions, and ensure improvements are sustained. Mindful, in the sense that you pay attention to people, their concerns, their ideas, their engagement. Change can feel uncomfortable, and part of your role is to make it safe, to create trust, and to encourage curiosity. Imagine yourself in a meeting. A team is discussing a process. You listen carefully, you guide with questions, you encourage reflection, not judgment, and gradually the group uncovers insights that were previously hidden. Lean and Six Sigma are powerful tools for business transformation. They help organizations move from reactive work to proactive improvement, from uncertainty to clarity and alignment. As a leader in this transformation, your role is to connect the improvement work to the broader organizational goals, to ensure that each project, each change contributes value, not just in isolated processes, but across the system as a whole. Change is not always fast. Transformation is a journey, small steps, steady progress. And your role is to guide that journey, helping people see the vision, supporting them through challenges, celebrating each small success. Imagine yourself walking through the organization, observing processes, noticing waste, helping teams experiment, facilitating improvements, and quietly, steadily, the organization becomes more efficient, more responsive, more capable. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Allow the image of yourself as a guide, a coach, a leader to settle gently in your mind, and a reminder that Lean and Six Sigma are not just methods. They are a way to lead thoughtfully, to create value, and to help others thrive. As our time together draws to a close, take a moment to notice your breath, the gentle rise and fall, the rhythm that connects you to the present. Lean Six Sigma is not just a set of tools, it is a mindset, a way of seeing the world, a quiet invitation to notice, to reflect, and to improve. You've explored the origins, the philosophy, the frameworks, the tools, and the role of teams and leadership. And now all of it can rest quietly in your mind. Like seeds waiting to grow, improvement is not a destination, it is a journey, a series of small, thoughtful steps taken consistently, with curiosity, with respect, with care. Imagine yourself returning to your work, your life, noticing small inefficiencies, seeing opportunities for flow, observing what matters most to those you serve, and making gentle, meaningful changes. The more often you listen to this video or revisit other videos in this series, the more your mind will absorb these principles, and the more naturally your improvement mindset will grow. Take a slow, deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly. Allow a sense of calm, confidence, and curiosity to settle gently within you. Lean Six Sigma is with you not just in projects, not just in work, but in the way you observe, reflect, and act every day. Thank you for allowing this time, for resting, for listening, and for nurturing a mindset that quietly creates value. Even now, as this video draws to a close, you are invited to stay, to continue listening to the gentle, soothing sounds, and to let your mind wander, reflecting on the ideas, insights, and small improvements you've discovered. There is no need to rush, no need to take action immediately. Simply observe, notice what resonates, and allow the principles of Lean and Six Sigma to quietly settle and grow within you. With each breath, with each moment of calm, your improvement mindset deepens, and your awareness of value, flow, and collaboration strengthens. Stay here as long as you like. Let the music guide you. Let your thoughts drift, and let gentle reflection continue.